academy team, Big Omen Academy, competing this season in the second division. So yeah, Big is back. Big is back. I love it.
Haben also insgesamt 12 Teams in der ersten Division und werden darüber hinaus eben 2 Gruppen haben, A6 Teams mit einer vollwertigen Hin- und Rückrunde, wie man es eben auch aus anderen Sportarten kennt. Das heißt, die Teams werden nicht nur an einem Abend 2 Maps spielen, sondern sie werden dann nach ein paar Wochen nochmal aufeinander treffen und jeder hat quasi seine Chance und kann sich auch revanchieren bei dem gegnerischen Team. Und somit sind wir am Ende bei um die 10 Wochen. Und ich denke, die größte Neuerung wird im Endeffekt sein, dass wir eben pro Woche 3 Tage Counter-Strike vom Feinsten sehen werden.
Was sind die Tage, an denen wir zugucken dürfen?
Aktuell ist geplant dienstags bis donnerstags, damit die Teams eben, sollte es ein Event geben am Wochenende, freitags oder montags an- oder abreisen können. Aber darüber werden wir dann auch nochmal informieren.
Natürlich besonders interessant für die Teams, weil die eben nicht mehr in die Bredouille kommen und sagen müssen, okay, spiele ich jetzt ESL Meisterschaft oder spiele ich irgendein großes internationales Event oder irgendein Charity-Event oder irgendwas, was halt am Wochenende stattfindet.
Korrekt.
Und für euch ist es natürlich umso besser, denn ihr habt 3 Tage die Woche ESL Meisterschaftsvorbereitungs- Gruppenturnierphase, meine Güte, so viele Worte.
Gar nicht so kompliziert. Es ist die klassische Online-Regular-Season, aber eben in einem neuen Format, um das Ganze attraktiver zu machen, weil du einfach mehr Chancen hast, auch als Team. Heißt, wenn ich jetzt zum Beispiel mal einen schlechten Spieltag habe, heißt das noch lange nicht, dass ich raus bin. Der große Vorteil, der im Endeffekt stattfinden wird, ist der, dass wir aktuell ja 10 Teams haben in einem Ranking. Und jetzt im kommenden Jahr ist es im Endeffekt so, dass die Top 3 einer jeder Gruppe im Endeffekt in die Playoffs kommen. Der erste Platz ist direkt gesetzt für die Halbfinals. Platz 2 und 3 spielen ein klassisches Viertelfinale. Also wir haben einfach mehr Flexibilität, können den Teams somit auch mehr Chancen bieten und dementsprechend das Ganze einfach spannender machen, sowohl für die Teams als auch für die Community.
Wie gesagt, genau, du hast es gerade gesagt, es ist für die Teams halt wirklich interessanter. Auch ich mag diesen Rückrundengedanken. Wenn man wirklich mal einen beschissenen Tag hatte und er lief einfach nicht, kannst halt nichts machen, dann strengst du dich halt beim Rematch umso mehr an. Und wie gesagt, es ist interessanter für die Teams und vielleicht eben genau deshalb so interessant, dass wir auch Big wieder bei uns beehren dürfen. Deswegen haben wir auch eingeladen den Chris Lenz, den Manager von Big.
Ja, servus. Also, wie ihr wisst, in der Premierensaison hatten wir damals bei Big direkt die erste Meisterschaft gewonnen in Duisburg. Mussten leider in der Folgesaison wegen Scheduling-Problemen rausgehen. Kurz vor den Finals, sehr ärgerlich, ein bisschen knapp. Jetzt, dank des neuen Systems, ist es auf jeden Fall möglich, besser langfristig vorauszuplanen. Das war ein wichtiger Punkt. Wir waren jetzt über 2 Jahre nicht mehr in der ESL-Meisterschaft vertreten, wären vorher gern zurückgekommen, aber es war einfach nicht möglich gewesen.
Aber ihr fühlt euch quasi genau so wohl, wie es jetzt aussieht. Also so, das ist perfekt für euch. Man könnte fast sagen, es ist für euch abgestimmt worden, ist es natürlich nicht, aber es ist quasi genau so gefeintuned worden, dass auch ihr sagt, kann ja gar nicht mehr zu Scheduling-Problemen kommen, weil unter der Woche ist halt ESL-Meisterschaft. So.
Du hast ja das Problem, auch bei den Teilnehmern heute von der Meisterschaft, du hast einen Atex, einen Sprout, einen Unicorns of Love, die haben ein extrem hohes Pensum an Spielen unter der Woche, international, sei es in der MDL. Du hast mal Qualifier für ESL, DreamHack-Turniere oder für andere Turniere. Du kannst nicht richtig Prioritäten setzen, wenn du so überladen bist. Das ist ein generelles Problem in CSGO und gerade da kommt das neue System diesen Teams zugute und wird auch anderen aufstrebenden Teams helfen, das besser planen und umsetzen zu können.
Was ich dazu sagen kann aus Spielersicht, damals zum Beispiel war es so, es ist jetzt nicht nur so, dass ihr euer System geändert habt, zum Beispiel auch die Pro League ist sehr wichtig für uns gewesen. Wir hatten uns damals, 2017, auch für die Pro League qualifiziert, für die Wintersaison und das heißt noch mehr Online-Spiele. Und dann nochmal dazu, ESL-Meisterschaft wäre einfach in der Phase viel zu viel geworden. Und jetzt ist es halt so, dass diese Online-Spiele von der Pro League es nicht mehr gibt. Die Qualifikationen zum Glück für die DreamHack jetzt auch durch die ESL-Meisterschaft teilweise entschieden oder bestritten wird. Das heißt, das fällt dann auch weg. Das heißt, man hat weniger das Online-Pensum. Und trotzdem Online-Spiele zu haben, ist, finde ich, wichtig. Und das ist deswegen dann halt, das System ist jetzt endlich mal, finde ich, viel, viel besser, als es vorher war. Und deswegen macht es auch Sinn, wegen dem System, auch nicht nur wegen der Änderung der ESL-Meisterschaft, sondern auch wegen der Änderung der Pro League, dass man dann einfach nicht mehr so ein Pensum hat und dann auch national viel besser competen kann.
ist natürlich für uns als deutsche Mannschaften oder für die deutschen Mannschaften an sich ein bisschen lucky, dass wir eben die ESL One Cologne ausrichten, genauso wie für die polnischen Teams eben auch die IEM Katowice. Dass man da eben sagt, wenn ihr eure respektiven Meisterschaften gewinnt, habt ihr direkt den Qualifier den Slot für den Closed Qualifier safe und müsst euch eben nicht noch in dem EPEC-Turnier dafür qualifizieren, was also quasi die deutschen Meisterschaften und auch die polnischen Meisterschaften in dem Sinne nochmal eine Stufe höher setzt. Einfach mehr internationale Spiele für deutsche Teams.
Ja, definitiv. Also ich würde ja sagen, das ist ja einer der großen Vorteile der neuen ESL Pro Tour, dass du eben ein stringentes System hast, von diesem Challenger-Level über das Master-Level zu den Mega-Events, diese Masters Championship. Und du aber auch, wenn du zum Beispiel gesetzt wirst, dadurch, dass du als deutsches Team die Meisterschaft gewonnen hast für Cologne, du in EPEC trotzdem zeigen kannst zum Beispiel, ich bin das beste europäische Team aller National Championships der ESL. Also ich glaube, dass es eben genau dieses Prestige, gerade für die Teams in Deutschland, die es teilweise auch sehr verdient haben, sich eben dort präsentieren können und zeigen können, dass deutsches Counter-Strike durchaus immer noch relevant ist und vor allem extrem stark ist auf nationalem Level und in Europa.
Du hast den Prestigefaktor und du hast natürlich auch den Faktor, dass du einfach mit dem EPEC-Turnier noch mal mehr Punkte für die Pro League sammeln kannst. Das heißt, du müsstest theoretisch eigentlich nicht mal alles gewinnen. Du müsstest nur in allen, du müsstest MDL gut abschneiden, du müsstest Dream League gut abschneiden und überall einfach so bei den kleineren Sachen.
Es ist Punktefarm.
Ja,
es ist Punktefarm.
Was aber vollkommen okay ist. Weil spätestens im großen Wien, also spätestens bei der ESL Cologne, kriegst du dann halt böse auf die Mütze, wenn du nur Punkte gefarmt hast und eigentlich nicht gut bist. Ich sag nur, also es ist jetzt nicht so, dass man Punkte farmen kann und dann ist man automatisch der beste Mensch der Welt, sondern du musst dich dann bei der ESL Cologne spätestens oder auch bei der IEM, da musst du dich dann beweisen.
Definitiv. Du hast auf der einen Seite eben die Möglichkeit, die Punkte zu farmen und dadurch dich selbst zu empfehlen, vielleicht für eine DreamHack Open oder für eine DreamHack Masters. Aber du hast eben darüber hinaus immer noch diese Challenge, dass du natürlich gegen starke Teams auf internationalem Level spielst und nicht zuletzt versuchst, dich da durchzusetzen, um eben ganz nach oben zu kommen auf eine ESL One, auf eine IEM oder aber natürlich die beiden prestigereichsten Titel mit ESL One Cologne und IEM Katowice.
So, Chris, der andere Chris, der Big Chris.
Ja, also insgesamt ist das neue System eine riesige Aufwertung für die ESL-Meisterschaft. Das ist auch, Dankeschön an dich, Christoph, du machst einen klasse Job.
Da kann man ruhig mal klatschen für.
Da kann man auch mal klatschen. Also das ist nicht selbstverständlich.
Ich habe hart dafür gekämpft, ja.
Ja, aber war es ja absolut worth.
Also wir hatten damals nicht die besten Erfahrungen gemacht und es ist auch Christoph hauptsächlich zu verdanken, dass wir zurückgekommen sind, weil die Philosophie, die da mit reinsteckt, ist genau die gleiche, die wir fahren wollen. Wir sind als Big ein deutscher Verein. Wir werden ein deutscher Verein bleiben, auch wenn wir ausländische Spieler drin haben. Wir hatten unheimlich krasse Momente mit unseren Fans gehabt. Damals in Duisburg, als wir die erste Meisterschaft gewonnen haben, da hat im Landschaftspark der Kessel gebrannt. Das war schon beeindruckend gewesen. Und dann, ja, über Köln 2018 brauchen wir nicht reden. Und es wird Zeit, dass wir in den Titelkampf national wieder einsteigen und zeigen, wo wir hingehören. Und auch nochmal viele schöne Momente mit unseren Fans feiern.
Habt ihr direkt schon irgendwie einen Gegner, auf den ihr euch besonders freuen würdet?
Kein Kommentar.
Vielleicht könnt ihr ja dann die eventuellen Hattrick-Sieger, was heute noch zu entscheiden ist, Attex von ihrem dreifachen Thron stoßen. Guti, wir haben übrigens jetzt die große Überraschung. Nachdem diese ganzen krassen Announcements waren, kommt jetzt das krasseste CSGO-Announcement überhaupt. Denn wir haben für euch jetzt die Creme de la Creme, die besten Spieler, die ihr euch vorstellen könnt, zusammengetragen. Ich kann es gar nicht sagen, ich kann gar nicht ernst bleiben dabei. Für das wahrscheinlich beste Showmatch überhaupt, denn wir spielen das Team Könner, das sind quasi ein paar Talents und ein paar Pro-Spieler, gegen Gönner. Wir spielen keine Overtime, wir spielen 31 Runden und spielen auf Dust 2 gleich.
Vergiss es.
Aber wird super. Machst du auch mit eigentlich? Nee, oder?
Nee, um Gottes Willen, das will ich keinen Mann tun.
Du stehst am Rand. Ja, ich mache unter anderem mit. Aber darüber werden uns gleich unsere großartigen Caster, und da gibt es auch nochmal eine Überraschung, so viele Überraschungen heute, was erzählen. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen einmal kurz in die Break und dann in das wahrscheinlich beste Showmatch, was hier gespielt wurde.
We will never be the chance, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we won't ever know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers 'cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on the light.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you're lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it.
was a Reddit
Wow.
thread. That was a Reddit thread I saw.
Taco Cat backwards is Taco Cat.
Do you know what race car is
Don't do it,
backwards?
Taco.
Race car.
Don't do it.
There you go.
Wow. Unbelievable scenes.
He's going to do it. He's
Oh.
definitely killing that chicken
Don't
after
do
the
it,
time.
Taco.
Taco Cat backwards is Taco Cat.
Yeah.
We definitely found the right time to bust that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same with this entire event.
I was not ready for it. No, I actually read it on a guy's shirt a couple days ago. That's the only reason why that's in my head right now. He had a T-shirt that
Okay.
said it, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Taco Cat
I'll
spells
save that.
Taco Cat backwards.
Yeah. Let's see. What is this?
Did I get it wrong here? Wait, no. I see. There's too many O's. Anyway, had one of those moments, usually associated with
Alabama
blonde hair.
education.
Yes, the public education even. So you know that shit was good. Here we have it. Overtime on the last game of the day. Of course, brought to you in part by, well, everyone here on the sofa. Halvor Gudlestall, Jonathan Gers, and DJ Kuntz is here with us on the sofa.
With a nice $10,000 golden keyboard between us.
Yes, in a race to who will break it first.
From XPG.
Sean, you should do a tweet about the keyboard.
Halvor trying desperately to break it right now.
Yeah, just not strong enough.
Take a keycap off.
No.
You're scared.
Yeah.
We're listening to videos of people
Definitely
eating
afraid.
them earlier this week.
All right, Fallen. How long are you say?
Oh,
guess it.
That's a tag.
Boom.
Dead.
Oh my.
That's a juicy nade as well. Yeah.
Gary just catching the
Jesus.
worst end of the deal.
This might be what takes MIBR to 18, but
that changes everything.
Fallen's just locked out, isn't he?
Locked out of his own sight.
This time, Fury has actually managed to get the bomb, at least remotely closer to the
That's a molly.
actual plant spot.
You would think.
Still a 4v4 here, guys.
Should be able to get this down.
Oh.
All right, Taco's still with a Molotov. That rotation coming over now is from Marin is so slow.
No more utility in Furia.
Couple
to
grenades
set up
here.
crossfires.
MIBR with a couple on their back.
Emo 2 banana. Banana guys are going to get smoked out.
Oh, they got kits. It's doable. They're going to have to do it fast.
Oh, the boost.
Time of the essence. Vinny boosted up. They're not going to expect that.
Queserado.
Or they're going to expect Queserado cleaning up house in the back of sight. Mayorn and Fallen go down, and so does
They're
this
going to hunt him
round.
for this gun.
Unbelievable right there.
Oh my goodness. They actually don't
Look at
have
how-
much money.
That is nothing.
What just happened?
Rut-row.
How are we in this scenario?
Well, you had to jinx them, Sean. You said they turned it on.
See, that's the type of play I feel like MIBR needs to make, right? You saw Fallen miss that shot spawn in the 5-on-4.
Yeah.
And instead of like just defaulting back, they're like, okay, the ops in spawn, only one guy's sight. Let's smoke spawn. Let's just get a 1-on-3 on this site guy. They get that kill, and then they're in a 4-on-4 and they're favored.
Yeah.
It's like just
A
like
a little bit of
very
a gutsy, but-
quick. It's a gutsy play, but you're playing based off rotations.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like
And they just
percentage-wise, right?
yeah. I guess the problem would be is that MIBR wouldn't have that many people grouped up normally. I'm scared.
Well, we know what this round means,
Oh,
fellas.
no.
We know what could happen at the outcome of this round. Here we have arrived. Queserado with a trade after Fallen takes down Art. Leaves us in a 4v3.
Oh, he's going to gut it.
Going
my
straight for
Lord.
it. Taking a page out of Zywoo's book. Queserado steamrolls into the B site, and he's going to keep it going. Taco falls just K&G, 1 versus 4. And you do hate to see that, fans of MIBR, but ultimately, that's what happens sometimes.
Queserado going to hit 40? Yeah, he is. Wow. There you go. Queserado with a big, big game on Inferno, especially to close out the entirety of the game. Furia taking that 2-0 with their coach.
Yeah, that's. I mean, normally I really wouldn't care, honestly, if MIBR lost one of these early games with their new lineup.
Yeah.
But it's so heartbreaking to have your new lineup lose to, you know,
to
team
that.
from a team from your country.
And the one
it's
thing
such a
that
different feeling.
You lean on with that is the fact that you haven't had that prep time, so to say. I mean, they started playing with him in Unsa, which, you know, that's not a lot of lead-in time. Now, on the other side of things, you look at DJ, for some reason wearing a snorkeling mask.
Had that on the entire time.
Really, just
So speaking
perplexed.
of being in deep, so is DJ.
Yep.
Being
Deep in the water.
Yeah.
In the
But
ocean.
are you
Deep
worried?
in
Like
the
does
weeds.
This, I mean,
What?
Where were we at on that one, guys? What
Continue.
happened? You guys were talking. Conversation just it just fell out the bottom. I want to know what happened. I need an explanation, Halvor.
no, I got caught out. I got caught out. But you know,
Happens.
do you think this is like a super worrying sign for MIBR? I mean, obviously, you kind of alluded to the fact that it's not ideal, obviously, but
So
I think Fury played pretty good Counter-Strike.
Yeah, as like an outsider, I'm gonna say no, not a super worrying sign. Emotionally within their team, losing that, they're not too happy about it.
I think
That's what's worrying.
Yeah, I think it's more just like having lost the domestic battle is probably what hurts the most right now.
Especially considering, you know, just how turbulent of a ride it has been for MIBR pretty much for a while.
Yeah,
A year plus.
at least a year.
Yeah.
Just the Stewie Tarek time.
Oh yeah,
It's been a
true.
while. It's been a long
it's a
time.
long saga. A
They
lot
got
of
that-
these things kind of stretch out longer than you'd imagine.
Yeah, really, their whole time in MIBR.
Yeah, no, actually, that's pretty much
ever since they joined MIBR.
Damn,
dude, it's been a long time.
Where it all started.
Anyway, we were told that we were going to get some Fury players on here.
They should be here any
for
second.
sports. They just had to go to the bathroom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So we should have them shortly. They have to be feeling, well, obviously on the opposite.
Definitely feeling pretty good about
Exactly, right? Like they have to be feeling pretty damn good about themselves.
Give it
All
up.
right.
Sit him down.
that. Yeah.
You wanna come here?
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Just
free.
say a couple words.
Anyone wants.
Wait.
Hello, guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good.
So how does it feel to win that match?
Really good.
Yeah.
yeah.
You have that kind of expectations. Obviously, you guys are playing with a bit of a limitation, having to play with your coach, but still believed going into this, or
Yeah, I think before the match, we were just really confident that we could beat them. But I think when we start playing Mirage and the score kind of far away,
Yeah.
got out of hand.
They gave a lot of confidence for us. And I think Inferno is kind of funny because we're just seeing here on the T side just 0-1, 0-2, 0-2,
Oh, yeah.
0-11. And then when he got his 2 kills, he just said, guys, we're going to win it.
just saved him. It was like that secret weapon you had in the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
pocket
yeah.
the entire time.
He
That was
saved the
pretty
jinx.
well. Yeah. I've noticed that. You didn't pick Mirage into this matchup. You didn't pick Mirage into the last matchup you played. But you've had really good showings on that map. Is there a reason why you haven't picked it yourself, or it's just you feel comfortable enough living in the map pool regardless? So
Well, this part I have no idea because he do the videos. But
he's the one
Oh,
controlling the
Yeah,
entire
yeah,
show.
yeah.
All right,
The
fair
veto
enough.
god.
But I know that Mirage was a good map for us.
Yeah.
Could be our pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was just the way the video
Yeah.
was messed
Works
up.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
did you
fair
guys
enough.
do any special practice with Gary?
No, we just practiced 2 days before the tournament just to
Yeah.
warm me up.
Damn. You guys look pretty good. That shot on Mirage where you guys faked
Oh,
fake
that
B
was
boosted
wild.
window.
Ok.
A lurker, that was so sick.
O round que eu fiquei parado no tapete.
Yeah, that's why the day before we did the same strategy.
Yeah.
So, but we went to B, everybody went to B.
Oh,
and
okay.
I killed the guys. I got into sight into the smokes and killed the guy on the bench.
Yeah.
So this time I knew they know this tactics, this threat. So we just play around the smokes and wait for the guys to play outside of the map.
That was super sick.
It's super, especially
That was
because
the most important round too.
Yeah, it was
12-7.
his first proper buy round
Yeah.
from MIBR that half.
I kind of got lucky because I just got 2 kills in window.
To kitchen.
Yeah.
But I think even still, that strat has a failsafe because you guys get Kisarado into window
Yeah.
and
There's a lurker in Palace, I think, right?
you have
No, he was
no.
middle. He was
See-
middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you have multiple. You could set off multiple rotations either way. Obviously, either through through the kills that you get in kitchen or through whoever's going through mid ending up through connector, right? You're gonna get some sort of motion from the CT side, and Kisarado is in a prime position to deal with any of it.
Yeah.
So
You
it's,
can hear everything too.
Yeah.
You can hear everything from
That was really cool, and it worked out flawlessly as well for you guys. And that pretty much, it felt, at least to us, that kind of settled Mirage in many ways because they were completely broke at that point. You guys had had so much money built up for you, and yeah, you guys just seem to be like really confident on that map. I was surprised with how well you've played the map so far this tournament, that it hasn't necessarily been your pick going into it, because people are picking it into you.
Yeah, that's true. But we love to play Mirage. It's the best map ever.
Yeah,
the best one.
There you go.
I just
There
hope
you
that like
So you guys picked Inferno. Is that like a punish pick against MIBR, or is that
punish pick?
Yeah. Or did you guys are you picking that because MIBR is the opponent, or are you picking that because you think that that's your best map?
Oh, I think we are very good on Inferno as well.
Yeah.
So we just feel confident.
Yeah.
And playing with Gary, it's easier for him to play on Inferno as well. Because it's a map he knows pretty well, and he plays a lot in Inferno as well. He was a player, so he knows the spots, the angles, and the nades. So it was easier to compensate for Henny.
yeah, it was better than Vertigo.
Yeah.
he was kind of lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. This map sucks.
I guess it makes sense for him to be kind of confused, especially because the map, like if he plays like sparsely and then the map continues to update like every other week.
Yeah.
He played pretty well on Nuke.
Yeah,
he has a real impact there.
Good rim player.
Yeah, he was holding him down.
Yeah, I was expecting I didn't really know what to expect. Obviously, like he had played, but
Yeah.
it's very hard to kind of retake that level immediately if you've been away for a long time and everything. So I was kind of expecting the classic coach stand-in,
Yes.
where it's just like you bomb out, you get 4 frags, and you drop weapons to all of your teammates, and that's it. But he's actually had like legitimate impact in multiple rounds and done his part.
What does this make your guys' like map total right now at this event? What do you guys?
3-3?
3-3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're even
3-3?
with
Yeah, 3-3.
Yeah, we have 9 points now.
Yeah.
Did we figure
So
out
2 matches
actually?
tomorrow.
Could we potentially get up the standings?
Yeah, I didn't want to put him on blast.
We have a dream, Vinny.
Oh yeah, we have it right now.
Dream.
All right. Yeah. So here's the round of standings. As the art, G2 at the top with 6-2, Mousesports at 4-4. So you guys are tied with Virtus Pro right now.
Yeah.
MIBR now tied with the OG. It feels like it's pretty much
We're
up for
playing
grabs.
Mouse and
It's
OG
totally up for
tomorrow.
grabs.
You guys playing Mouse
And OG.
and
So,
OG?
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
Mouse
OG.
and OG.
Yeah, actually both of those games
Mouse
are
looked pretty rough
super-
today.
They look really rough.
Yeah.
Especially
Stayed on the mic, man.
You can.
Oh, okay. We got some pre-game banter going on. Nice one.
That's our time.
I think like everything's just sorted tomorrow.
That whole chill.
Oh, damn. Damn, we got the pre-match.
This is where Smack Talk comes
rivalry.
Right. Just for Vinny. Like the other guys are nice, but just
Okay.
it's just gonna be simple. We're just gonna fuck him up.
in. All right. All right.
They're
Yeah.
gonna fill the server.
Look, he brought his boys too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
They got the squad. I can't
Dream for
find.
Vinny. Oh shit.
Damn.
I help you, Vinny.
I'm strong.
I got you.
Like 1.3.
It's fine. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good
He's
game.
gonna pick up a Krieg.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the Creek fights.
A lot.
Oh,
That's
that
ugly.
was-
Someone's Krieg.
I just watched our demos, and he was just rushing 15 rounds out of 15.
Yeah.
So we just have to wait.
I don't understand that. That's not true.
No,
It never happened.
Never saw
That
it.
never happened actually.
Do you know it, Vinny?
No.
Which
never
stuff?
saw.
Art's like the 4th guy in to side.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
Oh, I'm
barely
just
15
happy now
minutes.
that Gary's playing. He's dying more than me. He's dying way more than me. For the first time, one guy on my team is dying more than me. For the first time. I was like amazing.
Feels
about
good?
it. Yeah, feels good.
real
I
good.
love the this one on devs.
Yeah.
He's
Not
dying more.
bad.
That's sick.
You guys feeling confident about your chances for tomorrow? Obviously, like you've delivered now versus MIBR. So
Yeah, confidence the first step to win.
yeah.
No confidence, no win.
No, you guys, that is like fair. You guys play with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that's
sick.
the way to do it.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
At
for
least
sure.
we don't have like nuke tomorrow, so it's okay.
Is that like the scary
is
part
Gary
right now?
I don't know. We just
What
play
the hell,
bad 2
Vinny?
maps.
We're
Yeah.
gonna win now.
No, but we don't have it.
We lost 2 times, now we win 2 times.
Okay.
That's how it works.
For the next tournament.
Evens out.
Balance
I agree.
in all things. All right.
So we feeling good about this one, fellas? You want to call it right here?
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's wrap it up
Put a
right
bow
here.
on it.
Any final words from you two before we let you go?
He can speak something. I don't know.
You got something you had something eloquent prepared. I know that you wrote something up before you shut up here.
Hold
What'd you
up.
write, man?
I
tell
took
the
it in my
audience.
pocket.
E aí, rapaziada, é nóis, tamo junto. Valeu pra quem assistiu, pra quem torceu. E, mano, vamos parar de hatear no chat, hein? Eu tô de olho nessa porra. Vocês estão falando muita merda de todo mundo. Tô de olho. Não é não, Vinão?
Ah, você tá sempre acontece, né?
É não? O chat tá muito tóxico, vamos parar com essa porra.
Tem que nerfar
É
um
nóis.
And on top of that, they just beat MIBR. So
Yes.
there's that. We're going to be calling it a day here at CS Summit 5. We'll be back tomorrow with plenty of great Counter-Strike action. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and follow button right here on Twitch. We'll be back tomorrow. See you there. Jesus.
Yeah, so G2's map is Train, and OG's map is Nuke, which is surprising.
Okay, well, Train, we know they play at least as PvP on it, so they've got, well, they don't necessarily have the best tactical approach.
T-sides by any means. Their T-sides were pretty rubbish.
But their individual level could get them through a few rounds. G2 are the clear favourites.
So what did we see? We said Volder as the inner play. He was doing sometimes the connector smoke, so it was deep within to the box holes.
On the T-side as well, he was pushing inside alone a lot.
We
Starting
had
Train, I think.
Okay, so the opening moves for G2, moving back to Pro League, they just do the 5 in the E-box lane smoke, and they just put Hunter out there, and Hunter finds a lot of room. But he finds a lot of room aggressively finding kills, not like in a Carrigan just being disruptive, getting eyes. Hunter just kills everybody. So look out for that one. Nexa, I think he plays inside, and they also flex Hunter over on some of the gun rounds, so that would leave Amanek, Kenny, and Jax towards Yard. Kenny being flexible with the AWP. So should be some good stuff going on here. If we can get the multi-sniper activated with the big green, that's always a fun one.
Yes, good to see it when it comes through, but not known for their financial management skills at G2. Sometimes have to bring it a little bit later than expected, but for now, the upper push continues. 4 players is trying to work in with the flashbangs here. Smoke's going to be deployed towards lower to take the gauge away from the upper position. And it's Valda who's waiting patient on the site. That's not going to be good enough, I'm afraid. It's going to be the first kill for G2 and the second. You've got to hit those, Chad. You've got to hit those.
Yeah, Jax is someone who I think the more we see when he has those games where he goes like nuclear, he hits a lot of headshots, getting a very high headshot percentage.
He does. the new and improved French-speaking headshot machine.
Well, there was a chance here for OG on the retake. They were gifted a couple of kills, but overall, pretty convincing from the likes of G2. 3 kills for Hunter.
What do we have? What are our expectations here on this game? Like, if you had to throw a scoreline out there for this map, where would
69 G2.
69 G2.
Yeah, I think I'd be leaning towards that. After seeing OG's Train fresh in my mind, and knowing they've had approximately 15 minutes to patch those holes, I think that their T-side woes will continue.
We stole Nathan for 5 of those.
We did indeed.
I'm going to go with a really tender scoreline here of 16-4.
Oh, okay, so really uninspired by OG's
one hell of a T-side.
OG haven't done anything to even remotely excite me yet.
Yeah, one hell of a T-side, you're right. And MBK has been slaughtered, and my god, Nexa paid quite the price.
What's the most expensive thing you've purchased lately?
Those silly shoes those clown shoes I was wearing yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Shoes as well, probably the same time Alex purchased those, or tattoo, I suppose. My tattoo is like the most expensive thing and the only thing I really buy, I suppose.
Okay.
It's not really an object, is it?
What about you, Chad?
Well, it depends on how recently.
Well, it's your question. I guess you made the parameters.
Yeah. Yeah, probably gym stuff for our gym at home.
Yeah.
I guess. A bracelet that I bought for somebody else, which was a ridiculous amount of money.
I do love it, though.
That bracelet.
Yeah.
It looks good on you, Alex.
It does. Thanks for that.
Those diamonds look real
They do.
good.
They shine.
Iced out.
Yeah, that was a
diamond.
curious. Anyway.
Save now for the CTs, I'd imagine.
Hold on to what you got, boys, because they're kind of pinned in, though. Look, Amanek's been doing very, very hard lurky things. I think they've really put him back in that traditional, more get-right lurky role, right, where he's almost deady to that in most occasions.
They seem to know.
If they can't kill him here, they're trapped. They're screwed. Amanek's real good. Amanek is a fragger.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Couple of kills in return.
Yeah.
They've kept the rifles, though, so losing a couple of Mac 10s probably not the end of the world.
Yeah, CTs don't really... Oh, we'll see whether they can hold on to them. The T's are coming in that direction.
They should just save it. Like the T shouldn't give away anything more.
Or there's a chance they'd probe Kenny, but yeah, they shouldn't.
See, the thing is, though, with a Scout and 2 Mac 10s in play, right? And then you've got a CZ and a Deagle in the back pockets of Mantu and Issa. They can drop those across. So this round right now, you're going to have 2 Mac 10s, you're going to have 2 upgraded pistols, and you're going to have a Scout. This is a dangerous round. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much. That was Chad Sponge Birchall over on the sidelines here at CS Summit 5, and we are jumping into our 3rd round of play. Just those saved Mac 10s and that Scout Valda had in the previous. An Armored Deagle for Mantu. He's been dropping double 30s today. Admittedly, both games going into overtime, but a consistent fragging presence from the rookie. With these AKs, though, it looks like Kenny just wants to flex on the haters. He does seem like somewhat of a maverick as he taps the toes of one, pulling the rest of the site apart.
Should be pretty smooth sailing at this point. You've got an open bomb site. You've got a 5-on-4. You know they've only got pistols. A Mac 10, sure.
Have you ever been sailing?
A few times, yeah, I have actually. It's better when it's smooth. No waves.
Oh, this is dangerous now.
This is looking quite dangerous. They won't have
Okay.
kits, but there is a strong chance they can win it, especially that kill coming through.
Oh dear, Henry Grip.
Amanek got to be the hero, and that's an important shot to hit.
Well, we did say it was dangerous going into the round, so no surprise to seeing it get snatched away.
Well, there we have it.
They will be able to buy, though. That plant will facilitate it. Next is the only one with who's bankrupt, basically.
A 5-on-4 lead.
NBK, though, those
Bomb
2
planted.
kills. Caught Kenny with his barrel exposed. You don't want to be caught like that.
Definitely not.
You know, I had that weird period in the middle of the year where I was like buying random stuff. Like I bought that neck hammock. And I bought that that prickly thing you lay down on.
Yeah.
I didn't really use them enough to know if they work properly.
You didn't, did you? Didn't give them the
Those
time.
impulse purchases on Amazon will get you.
Yeah, I might do a couple more of those. January, we should just order as much as we possibly can.
I normally do that if I'm stuck in London for a week or so. That will happen, but I haven't really had the time to buy anything.
strung together consecutive
I wouldn't
days.
even know where to get it delivered to.
I've been having that problem recently.
70. Never mind. All right, so haven't used the opening smokes in the same way they normally would, but they're just kind of contacting out and aim mapping. I love it.
There we go. This is kind of what OG were trying to do on their T side at the moment. Now,
Similar
keeping
results.
things, keeping things level. That's something. Access to the site gained, and Amanek's got the bomb. So,
oh,
that's quick from Hunter.
Nico's cousin.
Woohoo! That's a nice little finish there. 2 kills to close things out. They answer back 3-1.
He's got the 10-year coin next to his name, and
Like
he's
to see
doing
it.
it right. That's what you want to see. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you may have missed the game before. If you have been playing this game for as long as some of us, get that 10-year coin up. Get it up there. Get that badge. It's a badge of honor.
What kind of wedding anniversary is that? If that was a marriage.
Is it like gold?
No,
maybe?
not gold.
10?
Gold's like
one?
20 years or something.
Yeah, it's like wood.
If I'm ever married for that long.
What?
Get me out of there.
Why?
Why? Because
you'd be happy.
You're happy.
Yeah, I want the
You're
white.
sending us real mixed messages here.
I want the
Chad.
white picket fence with the dog and the. I want
Okay.
Sean Gare's life. Oh, he's actually just walked up.
He's holding a gun as well. A fake gun, a fun gun.
Yeah,
A fun gun.
A fun gun.
fun
A
gun
fun
from
gun.
the
A water
wardrobe.
pistol. A water pistol.
A super soaker.
Yeah, a Nerf gun.
No,
Super Soaker. God, I never got the real ones. I always got the knockoffs.
from the corner
I
shop.
always got the Super Soaker, but it was called the Mega Squirt
Yeah.
I'm
from
kind of.
Poundland.
I'm kind of afraid of water pistols now
Why?
Talk to me.
because when I was about 10, I think it was, my family took me, my mum and dad and my little sister, and we went on a trip to the States. We went to Disneyland here in LA. We went to Universal. We went to Lake Tahoe. We went to Vegas. We did all that kind of stuff, right? They took us on a bit of a West Coast adventure. Then on the way back, because it's a long flight, they took us through Singapore. So we had a day stop in Singapore. And for those of you who don't know, Singapore is a very tropical location. So it rains like most days at lunchtime. And then Mum had a genius idea to go, oh, well, let's go up to the pool. Now, not her fault, obviously. We've gone up to the pool after it's rained and stuff, and me and the old man are running around the pool being idiots and shooting each other with water pistols. And I put my face into the pavement and put my 2 front teeth through my front lip and snapped one in half and had to go to the dentist with blood everywhere as a 10-year-old kid in Singapore. Anyway, back to the game.
Well, fair enough. No water pistols will be brought out here. I don't
Childhood trauma aside, a 2 versus 4 made a little easier.
Oh dear.
Oh, God, sorry to hear about that, Chad. My sister had the same thing with bouncy castles. Yeah, she was energetically running back from her bouncy castle session in a bar garden, pub garden, for the Brits watching, and just straight up face to benched.
Ouch.
Yeah, there's childhood injuries, man. I avoided most of those.
Everyone
had a broken arm at some point. I never did.
As like a 6-year-old in like a supermarket, like a mall, I got my knee stuck in a bench, and then this old man came out, and he had just bought something like for us it's like Woolworths or Coles or whatever.
Sure.
And he's come out and he's got a tub of butter. So what they've had to do is they've had to like lube my knee up with butter to get me out of this fucking.
Why are you putting your knee in
I don't know. It's 6 years old.
Oh, let's just put. I'm going to go knee first, I think. Yeah.
See if that fits in.
Let's
Yeah,
try
it
it.
fits.
Oh, okay. So the
Doesn't
knee's in.
seem-
That's good. I guess
Oh,
I'll.
blood swelling down there.
Fold my leg into this.
Oh, that's going to be a quick removal of Hunter.
Triple Orps.
Triple Orbs.
Or Tropes, as we like to call it.
Troping.
Clorping.
Get out the. Forps.
So Alexi gets the second. That's his special treat. And this has been thrown over a rifle. So we're all cooking good there. That's looking good.
Oh, looking good.
As most would
Smelling
say.
good.
It's cooking
and,
good.
And things are cooking is another expression. So combining them, they can be cooking good.
Looking good.
And it's just going to be Glocks now with a Desert Eagle special package for Hunter, otherwise known as Nico's cousin.
FaZe Clan knocked out of the Blast event in last place. For those of you keeping up with all the Counter-Strike
Who did
news.
they lose to?
They lost to Liquid. Now Liquid play at
They
MIP
lost-
tomorrow, and
Yeah.
then the winner of that plays against
There you go.
Astralis.
That's good, boys.
Oh, hello,
Special
Carrigan.
guest.
So do you want to jump on here? Yeah, give me it.
We've got some invaders joining us now in the studio here at CS Summit. We've got none other than champions just 4 days ago over in Denmark, now live here from California. Carrigan and Frozen from Mouseboard.
What's going on, boys?
How are you doing, Frozen?
Good. Enjoying life.
Yeah.
It's a good life right now, right?
Yep.
What do you think about the triple AWP CT setup? Do you think that's the future?
Yeah, I think it can be in our team at least.
Yeah, get
dude,
it going.
yeah.
Yeah, and your team it definitely can be.
Wait, Frozen, you were doing some mad AWPing, weren't you? Am I making that up? I swear, like last week, you just decided to be like a primary AWPer.
Nah, they didn't want to let me up.
They're not giving it to you. Oh, it's a point of tension,
well,
is it?
Well, against we have never played AWP on A really on Vertical. So against Liquid, he just said, "I need an AWP now. I need to start playing AWP 5 rounds in a row." That's how we stopped A on Vertical.
There you go. I like that you realize there's a space to take initiative like that. That's good.
What do you guys make of this OG team so far?
It's really hard to build an international team.
Yeah, right.
especially
From scratch as well, no foundations.
From scratch.
A lot of pressure
I mean,
with the organization, big name, a lot of moving parts. though.
Exactly. It's gonna take a long time. Even with our team, it was like 4 different teams. The only 2 guys who played in the team together was Chris and Rob. So
yeah, right.
It takes a long time, and also for Cola, the first international team you make is you don't understand what you're going into until you've been there for a while.
Yeah. And you've never called in English before as well. There's a lot of different things to think about here.
So I think 2020 can be a good year for OG, but you have to give them a lot of time.
Yeah, well, we saw them play before, and it just seemed like they won the game against VP, but it was an overtime, and they threw away a lot of rounds. They didn't really have much in their T side. It's just lots of contact plays and very, very basic executions, lots of lurks as well, just individuals trying to step up. I guess this is like a good tournament though for them. You get the veto down to like single maps, you can focus on some things, but it's still not going to be an amazing environment, I can imagine.
I mean, they got trained back to back here, so I just heard Alexi kind of giving them a couple of slaps on the wrist. I think the words out of his mouth were, "I should never be dying with the bomb in my hands when we do this."
That's the classic one as an in-game leader. Always you planning the bomb.
Hunter's got a way in. He does this often. Now we got perhaps a triple AWP retake on the cards if they.
Yeah, this is where it starts to fall apart a little bit.
What? Or does it, Henry? Look at this, man.
As long as it doesn't retake, it's fine. This situation is good.
And another one.
Oh yeah, if you hit those.
Okay.
That's more like
it's really working.
This is a pure AWP map. It looks like AWP DM.
It does.
2 on 2. 15 seconds remaining.
They've got to get to that bomb.
Have you guys managed to watch much of Mantu yet?
Not really.
He's really quite good. Yeah, he's been playing very well today. I don't know what's happening here.
They
but
win?
They've gone for a knife attempt.
They didn't even. There has 9 seconds left. Kenny had the bomb.
He went for the knife.
No, 9 seconds.
What's
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
and
happening?
He goes for the knife.
Was that a 4v?
Did he miss the pistol? Or miss an AWP shot? I guess maybe.
4v3?
All I saw was him swinging around the corner of a knife.
With 3 AWPs.
Maybe we should have replay of that round.
Can we just watch the whole thing again?
Yeah.
NBK just got his knife. Okay. I think everyone they're taking a timeout just to understand how they won the round. Okay, G2 have just got the 4th on the board. Now normal.
And now they only go for 1 AWP, right?
Yeah.
That was the change.
This is the shift.
Did you guys notice the price increase of the Krieg? Did it affect your team at all? Do you feel like you used it less?
Not really.
No,
I mean, it depends if I'm calling a strat. Obviously, if you buy an SG and only have
14
one flash,
seconds left. Kenny's on train. Next is coming behind Z. Kills him, and then NBK.
7 seconds, no bomb.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
But I think the Krieg is still good. The thought we had at some point was like, it's not too good to buy it too early in the game.
Sure.
Because you give the CTs, the SGs very early.
Yeah, that's the thing,
So
right? If you lose that round, you just end up giving it to them. That's a good point.
Oh, tension's going to be high. I can feel it right now. After losing that round, OG, and now a frustrated call. Mantu's died early. I can see this.
Well, he said he's an aggressive AWPer, right? MBK
Yeah.
just said that to us. Like he said he's known to have this really aggressive style. So he goes down quickly to Kenny. At this point, they can just bleed out the utility. They know the money's not going to be great on the OG side. They've got what?
They're stacking B. Interesting.
3 players in there.
with no map control besides teammate.
Gamble, no?
That's a good gamble. Some might think, but not
Dude,
right now.
it must be such a scare, like a ballsy call. Like it's usually educated guesses, right? You've got
It's
either a
just-
read or you've
yeah,
got
you're better off saving your weapons on a map like this.
At this point, at some point, they have to push B, one of the guys, to bait them in, because the further the time ticks down, the gamble is more and more useless. But
so you need to draw. You need to next. It almost needs to find something.
This is actually perfect.
That's also
though.
why he's staying high, I think, so he can push at some point.
Yep. We're smart, Finland.
And then, yeah.
Now it's a problem.
now the
Hang on.
Why?
They're also separate. The bomb's now completely on his own. It's going to be Hunter responsible to try and get that towards the bomb train. 30 seconds, and Amanek, his progress through Ivy has been rewarded. Hunter continues to just maneuver so smoothly.
Well, crisis averted.
Yeah.
It would have changed a lot, though, if they killed the guy Brown Walls.
Oof.
Because then they had full control of Brown Walls and knew it was A, and he could position himself better.
Well, that's going to be the last of the gold for OG, I think. Not really much to speak of. Tactical timeout. Now, this is a rough map, right? If you're a new team, like, sure, everyone's going to know the smokes and the setups, but it's all about timings. You guys spoke about your system on the T-side of train, really kind of down to, like, the minutiae, right? It comes down to the last few moments. If one thing goes wrong, it all falls apart, right? So this is not the best map for a new squad, presumably.
I mean, in some way it is. If you are a new team, you should have heavy executes on the map.
Yeah.
Because the default takes
Yeah,
a lot
just
of
try and
time.
get the
Everybody
bomb
has to
down.
understand the
Yeah.
procedure, what the caller wants, when to do what. But train is always a map you can always execute.
This is the thing we haven't seen from OG's point of view, at least on their T side. They didn't have a single execute. Right?
That's what I said to the team yesterday. I felt on the T side they played a lot of default,
Yeah.
which I think is tough if you're a new team because everybody has to be on the same page, and that takes months to.
And we just
to
spoke
create.
to NBK, and he was saying he was saying like at the moment like it feels really hard to communicate effectively. So defaulting is probably not necessarily the.
That's also what I thought. Like just keep fakes maybe, and then explode down low or something. But they spread out a lot, and then they take mid-round decisions. And when you're a new team, you don't know how the other guy wants to play it. Is he playing too aggressive or passive? You know.
Yeah.
You don't know the perfect roles yet. Who you want to put somewhere.
I think they got a bit of a heating issue in the room. I can see the aircon control out. They're like,
It is tough in the room.
Yeah, is it hot?
That's today we're in the shorts.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, okay. All those PCs chugging along.
It's super cold yesterday, no?
Yeah, but that's because we turn on the air conditioning. We turn it off, and after 5 rounds, I'm like sweating pretty much.
Too hot or too cold.
Yeah,
Can't find
that's
any sort of happy medium.
No balance.
No.
Like the SG.
Oh, damn. Hot fire.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude,
Well,
someone, who was it talking about wanting the org back? Was it Sean? Yesterday,
about it?
I
What
was
did he
having a
say?
conversation. They were saying that he
It
was
never
saying
went their way. I'm still playing with it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you're not even using the scope. You're like holding team main with it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
I still don't want playing Orc. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Keeping the Orc meta alive still.
I asked who's the one in org, and nobody answers.
Yeah, just you can keep that. Bro.
Anyone want to
Anyone
drop?
else?
I got an org for anyone? No, no, I'll take
If
the
I
eagle.
say SG, everybody, yep.
Who's the? Yeah, if there's one Krieg, who gets it? Well, who's got like the alpha Krieg? Is it you, Frozen?
I'm
Me.
always
Yeah,
a
Chris, no?
sweet guy giving it to either. If he has the creek, he always has it. But if he doesn't have it, I give it instant to him. He says, "Thank you."
Thank you.
Daddy gives you a present.
Yeah.
That's all you can say, really. And, we'll move into the full eco here. It is going to be the full stack. I like these setups. They actually,
What is a tower?
I tell you
Yeah,
what,
ooh.
like in CS:GO right now, like no round is safe. Like it's still, like,
It's
even
crazy.
these can just fall apart. We saw it before with VP.
We
got
have tried
4
a few
kills.
times as well, losing these rounds.
Yeah, you give
very
it your
losable.
best. Like one killed all of a sudden, like
Yeah.
it just turns into a nightmare, like really quickly. But this looks
But-
like it's under
but
control.
not here.
No, this is absolutely fine.
They got full control.
Yeah, G2. 6 rounds on the board now. This is looking very promising, considering the lack of form we saw from OG on their T side. Should be a pretty simple finish here. G2 were the massive favourites going into this one anyway. I even had VP as a favourites going into
did,
the
you
previous
did, yeah.
match, right?
It's not gone perfectly and could if he gets that rifle, but it's just out of his reach.
Full control.
Yeah.
Full control, my
Easy.
friend. In the words of White Ra.
6-3. You guys still think you can lift the trophy here with the lineup? You're looking pretty decent.
It's gonna be tough, I
Yep.
think, when it comes
What are you,
down to best. of
3-1
three.
right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if you don't make top 4, kind of disappointing.
Okay.
But I'm used to play with standing through my whole career.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
So
Yeah. You know, it's not your first
it
rodeo.
is possible.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's definitely true. You're just like kind of slotting him into all Vox 6 roles right now. That's kind of just hoping it works out. It seems like he's playing really well. Like I'm a fan.
Yeah.
He's communicating pretty well. So and playing really well as well. So just keep that up. It's pretty good.
It's good PR for him. He needs a new team.
That's also what I thought. Like he deserves a second chance.
Yeah,
in Heroic,
absolutely.
he didn't really get to play up. So
no,
I believe he has something in it, and he's showing it so far.
Yeah, it looks decent. That's for sure. Inside we go then. Just gonna wait for the smoke to slightly dissipate, and I'll walk through and hopefully get the trade. But the smoke comes through.
Surprise!
Hello.
Surprise!
Valde's got a real shot here.
This is
I
a
love
Rob's
this
position.
spot. Oh, but he falls off.
The movement is off.
Does find one though. That's not bad.
Could be enough. Damn, Alexi.
What happened here?
Full nades here, Hunter. What you gonna do?
Nade could be enough.
Throw them all on the same time.
Oh, he's get him.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Alexi's caught it, and now just a 1v1.
He has a Molotov though.
What are you thinking?
He's gonna win this.
Yeah,
round
go.
It's done.
Molotov is over. He should save already.
No kit.
No kit, no smoke.
No kit, no smoke.
He's done.
Maybe Valde had one, no? He was on the side.
Like the most ridiculous. Oh, no. Lovely.
And the killer wins the clutch.
The Galils, man. Do you think that we're going to be seeing more like 4-round, like second-round Galils? And
I mean, it makes sense when it comes to down-to-buy grenades. I think we have been using as well, me and Chris mostly.
Yeah. Does it feel stronger? Does it like? I mean, I know they tightened up the
spray
spread.
is better. The spray is better.
Yeah.
Like you could always like burst with it.
Yeah.
But the spray was uncontrollable after 10 bullets. Like it was just like spray and pray, basically.
Right.
But now it's more controllable.
Well, OG not really in control of this situation. HE's towards main entrance, I'd assume. Try and see if you can steal a kill away. You should never go main on those sort of rounds. You know he's broken the money. Stay away from
the
that
classic
spot.
out pop and Chico. It can go wrong.
It can go wrong.
It looks like it's about to.
It has been known to fail in the past.
Sometimes it goes wrong.
Okay.
Under control.
We have tried that Antigo as well. It also went wrong for us, so not doing that.
It's a lot of scary close fights against pistols, man.
Just one scout or 2 or 3 tags, and it's that's the feeling. Ooh, back in pop again.
Yeah, and then you're all just sitting there with like 20 HP, like, well,
I'm low. Okay.
GG. This does look like OG are going to be having some issues because let's not forget it was their T-side hang.
Yeah, I think this is unfortunately over for them. They needed to win the half at least, and then get a pistol, then get a few of those defaults working for themselves. They just don't have enough.
It's going to be harder, no? ST.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be real hard.
I mean, a C2 in your new team, that's where it all should work. Besides the map like Warpass, it's really decision making.
You see FaZe has got knocked out of Blast.
Oh.
That's last place as well. Oof. It's not going.
International rosters, man. It's a turbulent tale.
They're not easy.
You've got G2 as well doing the same thing here. You've got that changing their language and going international. It's an experiment that I think Carrigan you've been involved in for a while.
Might have been there.
You've got some experience with that, yeah.
Last place, though, that's a rough one.
I didn't expect them to beat Liquid and Astralis, but I mean, they lost 2-0 to NIP. And then on Vertigo, the game in the veto. Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna knock them back. Especially when they've got the roster they seem to have won now. It's an odd one, but
so here comes an execute. That's how I want OG to play
every
when
round.
they go to T side.
Smokes play. And straight through the smoke. Jack's ballsy.
The movement, man.
They're playing so much 1-1 on C2 side. Just like
just patrolling each area. MBK.
They've got the bomb now, right?
This is not. No one's watching Pop Dog. This is all falling apart.
And there's one guy above Pop. Probably knew there was one guy in Pop.
Yeah, you're right. There's nothing. They remember this is the first time they've even called in English. This team, so they're all going to be like have different names for the spots. They're not going to be able to get it out quickly enough. Like they can all speak good English. That's not the problem. It's like the language of Counter-Strike is different in each region, even in each country. Like in Europe.
I never forget when we got Guardian. It was numbers.
Yeah, he did numbers. He's been doing that since like Source as well. Like I've heard about that.
Damn, Alexi.
The time.
That's enough. Winning the round for OG. 2 frags stops the bomb.
That after. If they make this 7-8 and they win the pistol and they execute and they cluster around,
a lot of variables.
You realize your list is getting longer and longer.
longer and longer, right?
That's like every
also win
segment.
Anticos. This is one of the most important things
Oh my
now.
goodness.
You need a couple of those these days. Like
the amount of times we sit there and go, well, we've seen people win rounds with less. It's like 3 Deagle headshots in the kill feed. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, the Deagle's gone nuts this year.
I mean, in our team, the scouts are just making our deagles work. So it's just one bullet.
That's right.
It's just one shot.
Yeah, that's true. You got old Chris J in there.
If you have to pay attention to how Rob's plays with a deagle, it's like a shotgun. The angle he takes is like a shotgun. Yeah. I don't know. It's so strange.
Aiming at the belly button.
Like, how good is his form at Pro League, man? With the AK-47, once that came back out, damn, that was like the best level I've ever seen.
Get
him play
that kid
at,
back
man.
off the Krieg, man. Keep him on the
like
AK.
that AK of his, like that was the most brutal like heads up CS I've seen in a while. Like he's had so much confidence. The aim was just fucking crazy. Like he's back.
It's not often you see Robin smile, but
I know,
he did it after each game in EPL.
There you go. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
That was wild.
Ooh, damn, Jax. He really wants to fight.
That pop.
Oh. The battle for Pop Dog just seems like such a...
But they have no macro control seats now. This is not a fun situation. And there we go.
Oh, no.
They get caught in that open position a lot, don't they? Wow.
Blue train so awkward, man.
And here's the guy in pop again.
Carrigan, you were seen like just running out of main entrance like every single round. Like is that like a little system you developed with the smoke to like extinguish? But you seem to get out cleanly every time. Like, what's the secret behind it?
Basically, it's called Fin Move, and it just means I'm on my own, and then the rest better go inside or out Ivy or something.
Do something to help.
Yeah.
The Fin alone.
They leave me alone.
They leave you alone.
That's the move.
You've been doing that for a while in your teams, though. Like when your team are executing the other side of the map, it's normally you that's on the other side, like trying to show presence and stuff. Is that because you like to know when you've caused enough rotation, like having like the information you want, then you tell them to go, or you just don't trust anyone else?
I trust my read and information more because I can see what's happening on the map.
Some people can say like, it's maybe 3 over here. I've hit one. You just like there's actually 2.
If you saw the game against Astralis, the last round. Voxic says, still 2 guys B. I looked at the game, there was not 2 guys B. He's just saying it.
That's the same reason I asked is that like, all the in-game leaders, like when I used to play, we used to do the same thing as well. You sort of want to know yourself, just so you can get like the hero reload or a rotation, and it's on you, you fuck it up at that point. You don't trust on anyone else.
So you didn't trust me, you know what?
Oh, dear.
I trust you sometimes, Robert.
He just doesn't want to blame you.
You just say like, there was one round Inferno I didn't trust you. You said 3 guys B, and he was already library.
He
was Speedway.
Wasn't reading a book, let me tell you.
So he said, David said 3 guys B, but he was Speedway. That's
Bro,
kind of...
try to go 3 fucking position in 2 seconds, man.
Then you end up 3B.
Yeah, it's faster, man.
Like,
fast but wrong info.
In your mind, the side of B just gets bigger and bigger as the time goes down.
I don't mean... No, they cannot.
Yeah, maybe. It would take something pretty amazing, not now.
Nah. There's an SG.
Oh, wait. It's Hunter, man.
It's Hunter?
It's the cousin...
Cousin of
the other way
Nico.
around.
Nico's cousin.
Yeah, Nico's
But that was a little sketchy. Still, that's an important one. So you said 8-7. So the Carrigan dream still lives on.
Yeah.
And they're going to take an off into that next one as well.
He's a pistol and Antico. Then you can
Then
make
we're
them
talking.
believe. But we all know they're going to win the pistol and lose the Antico anyway.
Yeah, that's the way it goes
It's
down.
always
these
how it
days,
happens.
unfortunately. Then the next team will win their force by, and we'll keep going for like 6-7 rounds, and then we'll get a
And
gun
then
run.
one SG comes out full eco and they win the round with the SG.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Frozen gets 3! Somehow.
Yeah, that gun is... This is on the CT side is what's ridiculous. It is like lined up, when players are lined up, it is mows through people, like multiple targets, you just choose from
It's 3 bullet kill, right? Like
You can also hold train B along with an SG nowadays.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Jesus.
What a move.
Get out of there! Run first! Okay. Everyone's fine.
Oh, God.
Nice work.
That was close.
Yeah, those are the scary moments. Yeah, the steps behind you, just knife out, wiggling.
Yeah, but if that was me and I was playing the game, I would shake the whole table because I want to move fast.
Yeah. Are you the guy that looks away from flashbangs in real life?
Not really, but I move in my chair and I move the whole table. Better get up.
Throwing your weight around.
I'm doing the same when somebody's chasing me, man. It's just a feeling, man. You have to run.
Yeah, exactly. It's in our human nature. It's fight or flight, and we're definitely not fighting. So
trying to push myself more.
Yeah, I think you get an extra like a couple of units. I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, the big round now. The last one of the first half, OG looked like they were absolutely done for, but they managed to string together a few rounds in a row.
That's a strange setup.
At this point, yeah.
Why they get caught off guard all the time?
They always seem surprised. Yeah.
5 on 4, you should not be surprised when you're playing 3-2.
It should, especially if you've got a player in pop as well.
That's a problem.
Oh, and then the jump.
Yeah, Mantu, he knows where one's hanging out, but he's going to tuck in on E-Box, and now, unfortunately, down to Alexi B. He's kind of solo on the side for now and misses the close shot. Alexi can't stop the plan and can't find the retreat.
Gotta hit those.
Oh, Amanex just won this round single-handedly. He's on for an ace.
Should have played more 8 out of PA.
Yeah, the triple ops were paying off, man. I'm telling you, that was the secret. Oh.
Yeah, there's not really much chance you can do this via AWP, and that confirms things.
Yeah,
it's
not going to happen. No comeback now.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. It's going to be that T-side swap over. We'll take a break and be back with the second half between G2 and OG very shortly. Back, ladies and gentlemen, CS Summit 5. I'm joined here by the likes of Frozen, Carrigan, and Machine. You join us for half number 2 between OG and G2, currently in the lead, RG2. But now they switch over to the CT side, and OG, they've had their problems. Sorry, some slight interference going through there. And we'll see with this inside rush. Should be able to get a bomb plant down.
This is the one rush. This is the classic one.
Yeah, we've got to take the bomb down.
Smoke. No game sound. I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Valda does get the first, though, and now
Running
next
out
is bomb
steps
2. Here we go. Now we're cooking with
We're
gas.
going to get stuck in here, right towards the end here.
Oh, this is not fun for CTs, trust me.
No, this is the worst it can be, really.
You've got a kit and a smoke, so maybe some hero
They
frags.
definitely cannot lose this one.
Yeah,
this is impossible.
Look at how many players are there as well.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Phew.
I mean, I saw VP earlier lose a 5 versus 4 with full utility. So
I didn't know how.
We were screaming.
Yeah.
I saw 4 Molotovs flying and 2 of them failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh dear. That's not a good
has
sound.
a Molotov? Nope.
Oh, here come the scouts, though.
Yeah,
3 of
this
them.
one I'm talking. Oh, this is.
Yeah, this is usually a
this
good
is
ban,
said it's gonna get 3 kills now.
Whose buy do you prefer? I mean, I'm still leading T's, man. I mean, that's a scary start, but those scouts. Kenny can get his opening.
It's not fun to be called off this round, trust me.
Where are those scouts going, man? They're just everywhere you peek.
Is it the B rush?
Oh.
Surely not.
Oh, this card is so annoying. One tag, you're tilted for the rest of the game.
Yeah, just well, that's my round over.
Like the B, like CT does too. Like if you're the B player, I swear, I saw Rops catch like so many bullets on the cross every time he's playing with like 70 HP.
Yeah, 3 scouts. One of them is hopefully holding lower, right?
Yeah.
You can just hear them wallbang with the scouts. You know it's dangerous.
Bang! Okay. Looks like Nex is doing good work.
Yeah,
and here we go.
Yes, and now the smoke comes, so we can play in that. They go back, and there he is.
No
the
one's
bomb.
watching the flank. It's all gone wrong.
So we have one guy out team it, saying pub is clear.
Yeah.
Bomb is brawls.
Not a single kill found.
Oh, la la la.
Yeah, we've all been here before. It hurts.
Couple of times.
The comeback was denied, as I said.
They start picking up those rifles. There's a Krieg and an AK now in round 3 on the CT side.
Yeah, they're going to have to get Deagles out themselves next round. Hope for the best.
They survive 5 guys. They all go around having fun picking up weapons now.
Yeah, there's so much.
It's such a nasty way to
so much money.
What a horrible feeling. And you've got so much time to think about it. You know, it's just sitting there saving. You've just got to talk about it like, well, so they've got an AK now. So,
and then next round, the caller saying, I guess we're buying here because we have no money.
Oh, they are on peanuts, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never like the lower ramp against those sort of rounds. Like, I feel like going out upper at least, like you can at least spread out and there's not so much a choke point. But lower, this seems to be a nightmare. Like, you've got so many rotations, the grenades coming through. It just seems like an absolute hellish area. So, just one player remaining. Issa will have to bring the AK next round and get no money, but he'll have some firepower.
He can drop a USB at least.
You can drop the USB. That, yeah.
I forgot he had done some looting.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, okay.
Got a USB. That is actually something, because they're going to have nothing.
That's better than a Glock.
Don't know, those Glock trains look pretty deadly, man. People are just running around quad or pre-firing.
Especially when it ends. We call it thin air when you do the Glock train.
Yeah. Thin air.
Just getting it together. Quick round.
Just get it over and somehow you end in 2 and 2.
And maybe Alexi needs to explain how thin air works.
Yeah, now he's explaining.
Oh, they
have to buy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 1400. That's it.
There's going to be execute coming, no?
If they have one of those, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We didn't really see much.
They have the default smokes. That's the pill smokes.
Yeah, but
they can do something around this. Oh, he's doing
the Carrigan.
And that's why you turn off the Molo, so you don't get stunned.
And that's, yeah, so you think it's because of the actual nade slowing you down, the impact of the molly bouncing off?
Yeah, you need to turn off the Molo, because if you get nade and you get stunned in the Molo, you're dead.
Yeah. Death sentence.
Oh,
somehow.
Okay.
What?
Something, yeah. That
nade's That's a nasty way to go. Bullets, shrapnel, and probably the round.
European armor.
Yeah. 9 HP.
Just have to check if it's 9 or 10, right?
It's really important. He's not even going to be able to pick up that bomb currently. Ooh. Did he sneak under the radar?
Oh, he stepped as well, right?
I saw him, no? Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
I saw him.
It's not over? It's over now.
Oh,
that's the best move we could do.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe for a second.
There was a chance. But now here comes the really fun part of the game.
Oh,
Full eco.
The full train.
Just Finnair going to be taking
the
boarding
goal
any second now.
The goal is always to get the furthest on the 6th train, ST, when you do the Finnair.
As fast as you can.
Rapid.
Furthest and the fastest.
Okay. Oh,
someone bought Peter 15, so now you're not doing it.
You've ruined the strat.
Yeah.
Straight inside rush.
Get that bomb down somehow.
You normally do on these sort of rounds.
It always seems to happen. How do they get away with it?
Just because you just need to trade one out, you got the cover of the site, like you're very close, but you got to break through it. Normally an SMG doesn't look good. Unless you rush it, I don't think they'll make a way through, but we'll see.
Too lower, too higher, no? Oh, okay.
That's a split.
Now they mix it up.
There's not really much you can do, you know. You're just like, well, or wait for opportunity. You might as well waste some of their money
Here we
by
go.
throwing the grenades
Knives
away.
out, boys.
The classic one, jump down low one guy and focus up higher.
Okay, one, but unfortunately for them, Hunter's already on the site, and we got another round for G2. This could be a quick half, boys.
I think it will
a
be.
quick half.
I feel like, unless they won that first half, they were done for. Like, they need Manti to show up as well on train. He hasn't really done much.
Let's see the execute now.
Oh, yes. So that was.
He might be waiting a while.
If him sees the execute, he starts believing as well.
They didn't do any at all against VP. It was just Valdo walking inside, default across the board otherwise. But we'll see. Maybe they change things up.
So let's see what the call
It
is.
looks like a default to me.
Yep. Spreading out. This is where, in your mind, the flaws can arise, because it's just there's a lot of individual on pairs have to communicate.
But this looks like actually they're just pressuring, and then they're gonna split out teammate though this round. So this might be better, but
someone from Pop if they win the fight.
The problem here is, like, I know what the plan is. It looks they're not full nades, so they need to do something explosive with the smoke step through in the beginning. But now they don't really get out.
Yeah, they're not really working.
They have no
anything
map
right now.
control, and they're gonna go out mid and gonna check Pop, sandwich on top of blue train, left inside, close teammate as well.
And
It's
they
gonna be
want
tough
flash to go out with.
Yeah, they have to smoke something if they wanna go out there.
Oh.
I
Looks
think
a
they're
little
just going to walk
confusing.
out. They honestly have just done contacts this entire tournament, so they might not even have.
But it looks like this guy wants to flash or smoke something.
Yeah,
They're-
Mantu's got both.
I think they're
So
mature